I'm Jim Seip. I'm joined by Frank Bodani to my right, Andrew Callahan to my left. We're here at Beaver Stadium where the rain has finally stopped. The Lions won 28-3 today against Rutgers, a night game, primetime game. Andrew, this was kind of a well-rounded game. What did you see? What kind of impressed you of this game?
It certainly did, and I think the well-rounded nature you just referred to is what impressed me. It was an all-around victory. You start with the defense, 3 points allowed. That's an improvement over the past couple of games. Offensively, second straight game, they didn't allow a sack against Christian Hackenberg, and that run game got going over 300 yards just between two backs on the ground. Offensive line had a lot to deal with, and we talked with offensive players post-game, and they shared the varied looks that Rutgers gave forced them to add more checks at the line than Penn State has ever done under James Franklin. You would have never known that by how smooth they operated. I think getting finally to the last phase, special teams, they pinned back one of the best kick returners in the game so far this season in college football. Had 3 kickoff returns for touchdowns, 0 tonight. I don't think he crossed the 25 all evening. Really well-rounded 28-3 win for the Lions.
And Frank, let's talk about the tailback. Saquon Barkley showed glimpses that he was the real deal last week, but it was against Buffalo. It was in the fourth quarter. He had 100 yards in the fourth quarter. We were kind of wondering, okay, is this a Big Ten team that's just wearing down a mid-major? What did you see from the backs today that you hadn't seen earlier this year?
Well, I think this Penn State offense and this entire team needs help with the running game. They need to make it easier on Christian Hackenberg. And the whole team feeds off that. And if you can give it to not just Barkley, but Akeel Lynch back-to-back, the defense on the other side tires. And Barkley has the moves, has the speed, has the combination power to get it done against Buffalo or Rutgers, or I think pretty much anybody coming up. That it makes it easier on Christian and his blockers, and they've struggled. So, you have to have this right now.
Penn State's now 2-1. And looking a lot better, more impressive than they were after a terrible start this year. We'll see where the season ends up, where it's headed next week.